this video, I will be explaining everything you need to know about eye prolactin, how it works in your body, and also the drugs needed for you to take if you have eye prolactin. I hope this helps someone. Stay with me and learn one or two today. Yeah. Hello guys, so today I'll be talking about how eye prolactin affects fertility. Eye prolactin affects fertility. So I'll be explaining how it affects it. But first, I'll be explaining the normal hormonal cycle of a woman. So now we have, let's say we have, this is the hypothalamus, and it's responsible for releasing the gonadotropin releasing hormones. This is the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus will now signify the pituitary, the pituitary gland to release FSH and LH. So this hormone will now stimulate the ovary, the LH. It will now stimulate the ovary to release estrogen, which will now in turn cause the egg in the ovary to mature. So once the egg matures, it will be released into the fallopian tube for fertilization. And this is the normal cycle of a woman's menstrual cycle. Once the hypothalamus releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone, it will go to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland will release the FSH and the LH, which are responsible for to make the ovary release estrogen. This estrogen will in turn mature the egg, and once the egg is matured, it will be released into the fallopian tube for fertilization. Alright, so where does eye prolactin comes in? There's a gland called the pituitary gland. It is this pituitary gland is responsible for releasing prolactin. Meanwhile, this hypothalamus is responsible for releasing this neurotransmitter called dopamine. So when the dopamine level is low, normally this dopamine level maintains the amount of prolactin released by the pituitary gland when everything is being equal. But when there's a drop in this dopamine, it will cause this pituitary gland to release higher amount of prolactin into the body. And once there's high prolactin inside the body, once there's high prolactin in the body, it will cause this hypothalamus not to be able to release this gonadotropin releasing hormone. Hence, there won't be release of FSH and LH. Hence, there won't be release of estrogen. Hence, your egg won't be able to mature. So that's how it goes. So it sends a feedback that hypothalamus, you don't need to release this hormone. Hence, and once this hormone is not released, there's no way all these processes can take place. And that's how this can lead to infertility. Can you see? So once there's high prolactin in your body, what it does is that it will go to the breast and prepare the breast and prepare it for lactation. So it will prepare your breast for lactation because there's higher amount of prolactin. But if there is no high amount of prolactin, your hypothalamus will be able to release egg that will be fertilized. And this is what high prolactin does to the body. So instead of it aiding your egg being released, it will go to your breast to prepare your breast for breastfeeding. And that's why you won't be able to be fertile. That's just it. So if you want a drug that can suppress eye prolactin, I would recommend you go for cabergoline. This cabergoline does is that it will mimic this neurotransmitter dopamine, which is responsible for the level of prolactin in your body. So if you have prolactin and you're taking cabergoline, what it will do is that it will mimic this dopamine, and once there's enough dopamine in your body, it will signal the pituitary gland not to release any more prolactin, and that's what this cabergoline does. But if you know you don't want to go for drugs, you can go for vitamin B6. Vitamin B6. What this vitamin B6 does is to synthesize neurotransmitter, which is also dopamine, and dopamine will in turn signal your pituitary gland not to release any more prolactin. And you can also go for fruit like banana and avocado are very good and very high in vitamin B6, which will in turn synthesize neurotransmitter, this dopamine, to be able to signal your pituitary gland not to release any more prolactin. And So banana and avocado are very good fruits that you can take to reduce your prolactin level in your body, and it's making it easy for your brain to detect that there's low prolactin. So therefore, there will be release of the hormones needed to mature your egg for fertilization. I hope this helps someone. See you in my next video. So banana and avocado are very good fruits that you can take to reduce your prolactin level in your body, and it's making it easy for your brain to detect that there's low prolactin. So therefore, there will be release of the hormones needed to mature your egg for fertilization. I hope this helps someone. See you in my next video.